I'm just going to apply some lip balm.
Oh, yeah, get nice and moist.
I'm gonna. Does lip balm dry anybody else's lips out? Just me?
I've always hated lip balm. I never got it. It feels weird. I don't like being all clammy and oily.
I don't really use it much, but I don't think it dries my lips out. It just, yeah.
I just don't know what you're meant to do.
I don't know either, because none of us are apparently lip balm users, really. So, sorry, no advice here. There's no official Vidiots advice. Other than don't use it, there's nothing.
But what if my lips are sore?
What have you tried? What else have you tried? Have you tried like mayonnaise or something? That might be good.
I haven't tried mayonnaise, no.
I think if lip balm doesn't work, you just try every kind of liquidy thing in your house until you find something that works for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got some, what's in here? I've got a screwdriver.
That's not liquid at all.
I've got a highlighter.
Highlighter.
A Vivilite highlighter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean screwdrivers in the drink or like an actual screwdriver?
No, just a screwdriver.
Oh, shame.
Yeah.
Oh.
Home base screwdriver. It just seems counterproductive when aloe vera is meant to soothe, but then it dries instead.
Yeah, I want to try some now. I really want to see what happens. I'll do that after the stream, and I'm gonna have a wild night.
Oh, God!
Bit of balm.
Bloody hell! Calm down. Is that me again?
I didn't hear anything.
I've got sirens.
Oh, adds a bit of extra ambience to it, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit of an extra dynamic.
Yeah, a little bit of black pepper. Sort of in a vaguely Michael Jackson voice. But a different meme entirely. A little bit of black pepper.
I got a bit of a pence worth of black pepper.
Oh, God. Mikey Jugson.
I wonder if he's still out there. I would one day love to crowdfund a documentary about the hunt for him, but maybe that's what we use the Vidiots Reserve for.
I think we've romanticized it. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, he's not going to
be... He'll be a horrible man if you meet him.
He may have died of malnutrition at this point, because all he's been eating is an extra 50's worth of garlic.
Oh, dear.
He's either dead or he's got 12 kids.
Yeah.
Or both.
Or both. Both. Could be both.
Probably both.
It's just, I think
he may have become an extra 50's worth of garlic. He's had that much of it. He now is just the living embodiment of an extra 50's worth.
So, does he have 12 Michael Jug sons?
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good.
What's the jug in that situation?
Jesus. I
mean,
no
it's
idea.
slang for a female breast.
Oh,
just one.
Yeah.
Nice jug.
Nice jug.
Nice jokes.
Specifically the one on the left.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, premium jug.
Primo jugs.
Well, I think that is that's like the best possible moment to run the intro, guys.
The what?
The intro, guys.
It's been quarantined.
Oh no.
Yeah. What are we going to do?
We're going to just play it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Podiots, the official Vidiots podcast.
Bam.
It's a conversational podcast where we take some questions from you at home and obey the law of the three R's, where everybody at home brings a thing along to talk about.
I didn't partake in that at all. I'm sorry.
That's fair. That's understandable.
Coward!
I did. I literally just chickened out.
I'm Ben.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Michael.
Well, what a time it is to be alive.
Oh, good gosh. What a time indeed.
2020, new year, new me. Am I right?
Just absolutely. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of new things going around. So yeah, it's very much the year of new. Let's try some new experiences, everybody. Let's be locked inside for however fucking long.
Fun. How are we all doing? Are you well?
Yes.
Very well.
Okay, I'm a bit poorly, but I'm okay.
Oh no.
Losing my voice a little bit, and I went into self-isolation last week at the time of recording.
Yikes.
Just to be safe. And now we're all working from home anyway.
Yay.
We are.
So I got a head start on the competition. Are you guys? Have you guys adapted to it yet? Is it weird still?
I'm not showering.
Okay.
And I can't bring myself to shower.
Can I ask why?
I don't know. It's been 2 days. Help.
He's running out of shower gel, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's it. The Tesco's been
it?
raided. No, it's just, I don't know, I wake up in the morning and I kind of roll out of bed and I go to my computer and then before I know it, it's like 5 p.m. And I don't know what to do with my time. I think I didn't brush my teeth today. Oh my God, I'm falling apart.
Michael!
Oh,
No.
disgusting. Can you
It's the kind of stuff that you don't admit.
Yeah. Can we just cut this out, please? We'll
just start again.
Yeah.
Just start again.
Yeah.
After this, Michael,
Yes.
go have a fucking shower and brush your teeth.
I can smell you from here.
You can smell it?
I can
fucking smell
fucking
it.
smell it. Hop your head further away, son.
What deodorant's for, right? I just spray that on a few times.
Yeah.
It's like dry shampoo, but for your body.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh.
Same basic principle, I'm sure. Right. Well, before we move on to sort of some questions and some things, let's talk about Pod Squad, guys. Let's talk about Pod Squad. These fine, upstanding members of society who are washing their hands, maintaining social distance, and helping to flatten the curve. They also have supported us financially over at streamlabs.com/Vidiots official. If you donate there, any amount, it really, really helps us out. We just used it the other week to extend our membership of the podcast website we use to host this. We put it towards other things as well. Very serious stuff, you know, and you don't have to. You can enjoy the podcast for free, as so many of you do, and that's wonderful. We love that you listen to it. We just ask that you tell your friends. However, some people, they go above and beyond the call of duty, and they donate to us. And these people are members of Pod Squad. If you donate, streamlabs.com/Vidiots official, you get a shout out at the beginning and at the end of the show. The sillier the names, the better. Are you guys ready?
Oh, yes.
So ready. You wouldn't believe how ready I am.
Peter, calm down.
Okay.
Stop being so ready.
Sorry, I'll de-redify slightly. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I'm good.
Christ, he's armed himself as well. Look, unbelievable. We've got B255, Arseface, Katie Kin Solo, very generous. She says, enjoy some money, boys. Thank you, Katie Kin Solo.
Thank you.
We've got Pong Linus, Otto von Gismark,
Nice.
What Culture Limited, which is very kind of them. They must be paying us back for those for when they fired us before Christmas. That was cool. Stop clenching your fists. Ben was too quiet in episode 47.
Oh.
A little bit of feedback there in the form of a donation.
Oh, that's
Okay.
interesting.
Prince Beefcakes. Oh, God. Prince Beefcakes, thank you very much for the generous donation. He, presumably, says, thanks to you all, every time I pass the customer service desk at my place of employment, the Home Depot, ancestral home of Boppis, I quietly mutter, Boppis Johnson under my breath. I just thought you should know. Phoebe B. Peabody BB,
Nice.
Mercenary Prostitute,
Yeah.
Josh, Lightning McQueef, Big Titty Jesus now in Pog form.
Ooh.
Write this on a toddler. Read Inheritance Cycle Guys. Read Inheritance? I think I said that right. B. Franklin, known misogynist.
Oh, no.
Peter, deaf fucks raw chickens.
What?
Yeah,
That's
I think
not how anything works. The Flat Arm Society.
Oh.
Ben's gonna find Hoover porn. Big Titty Jesus 42. Vidiots unofficial. The coronavirus.
Oh, no.
No.
Big Titty Jesus 42. Bent Ed Risol. Is that some sort of joke?
Ben
One
Ted
that I don't.
Russell.
Ben Ted Russell.
I don't know. That might just be someone's name. But
Yeah.
I'm just because it's got Ben in it.
Yeah.
My senses triggered. Super Nintendo Chalmers. I'm Ben, and I like Lord Brotovich.
Aw, good
Funny
for you.
name, Lord Brotovich. Ben ist sehr schnell. Ben is very tall. Peter ist sehr hoch. Is that right, Peter?
Schnell is
H-O-C-H?
Schnell is quick. Ben is very fast.
Okay, maybe they did that wrong. They've these are all very generous donations from Kevin, I believe, but they've got different German, presumably not so great translations. Maybe
Hoch
Peter ist
seems
sehr-
to be high, apparently, but maybe that means tall.
Okay, the caption is Peter is very tall,
Okay.
and Mikey ist ein farty boy,
Yeah.
Oh, what does that mean?
which means Mikey's a fine, upstanding gentleman.
Oh,
according to
thank
this.
you, thank you.
We've also got Ben Bonds. Dave Ben's son's full hips. Alex H. Dr. Pooper Scooper Cooper Trooper.
Nice.
Kevin from Con. Dorsal Fin Tristram. Large Chungus Babalooni, Cockle Bips Fulton, SpongeBob Shreddy's Pants,
Oh, nice.
Stephen Scodes, Earth 2 Giant Peter,
Right.
good, A Tiny Toot, Minimally Effective PM Boppis, Just Plain Old Jimmers, Tiny Peter's Fluffy Wallet, L Baker 97,
wallet.
A Single Jalapeno Fruitcake,
Oh.
Xavier Ram, Monica from Santa Monica, Mo Lester, Flat Arm Salute, On a Treat Day, Led Mark RG. Is that another one? Can't even tell anymore.
The
They're
names
so
and
obscure.
jokes are kind of blending at this point.
Hot Sauce Mouth Sex, Ben's Sauna Friend, Emily No Lemons Damn Hoarders,
Oh.
COVID 420 The Sex Virus, Pid Squid's Insta Jibs, Bethins, Known Racist Mel Gibbon, Rubber Baby Bugger Bumpus, One Val from She-Ra, Grappige Greaseliege Greasel. There we go.
What
Wow.
a triumph.
Well,
Holy shit.
I'm just pleased that those are always very amusing because, God, imagine having to sit through that if they weren't funny.
One day I kind of want to read them out and see how long it takes me to get through them. I estimate about half an hour of stumbling and fumbling.
Hey, you're welcome to have a go next time.
Oh God, I'm slightly terrified now. I don't want to. No. Would anybody like a question?
Yeah, I'd love a question. Thank
Mikey
you.
is question master this week.
I am question master, question boss. This one comes from our friend Daniel McIver at McIver the Mark on Twitter. This will be our only CV19 question of the Podiots, but this is kind of a nice little one. Do you have any things you're going to try and do while self-isolating, if it comes to that? He's going to try and catch up on like 12 YouTube channels he's fallen behind on. Do we have any fun little activities we're going to pick up on or things we're going to do while we're all at home, nice and safe, shielding ourselves? I think I definitely want to try and stream more. That's a thing, because I feel like sitting festering indoors is probably not a good idea. So I'm going to sit and fester indoors, but to an audience. I think that's nice. Yeah.
It's creative festering.
Exactly. I'm all about creative festering.
I'd like to stream more, but it turns out my upload speed isn't as good as last time I worked from home when I was at Vidiots, and I was definitely able to stream. I guess it's probably because lots more people now are using the 4G network, which is what I use from my parents' place because they live in the country and they don't have fiber. So I'm on like a 4G router with like 200 gigs a month, which is plenty, but it's just the upload speed is so plops.
Even if you had it going 24/7, you couldn't do anything fast enough to use up all that data.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I won't really have an issue like uploading files really because I can just leave it going. But it's the rate at which I'm able to send that data out to the world. So we'll see. I'll see how it goes. Maybe like during the day or like early in the morning or something, it might be better. So we'll see.
We'll have a fiddle.
Yeah. I mean, not to pile on, but I 4 would like to do a bit more streaming, mainly on Triple Jump, because we are technically working from home.
Yeah, of course.
So outside of that time, then yeah, sure, Vidiots o'clock, baby.
Ooh.
But
that's what I mean too.
Yeah, we want to do some more streams while we're able to, especially as we're not going to be able to necessarily do as much or everything that we used to do on a daily basis when we were working in the office, because everybody's now working from home.
Yeah.
That works for Cultaholic, which is very sensible. And any workplaces that can do that, obviously, they should probably do that. Yeah. But outside of that, I don't really know that much is actually going to change, because I know people say, yes, I'm working from home now, and they sort of do their work in about 2 hours, and then they walk around naked for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah.
But actually, turns out I've got quite a lot to do, and so I am working full days, and Peter is as well.
Yeah.
And then when we haven't got any more time to watch things or play things than we had anyway
That's
before.
true, yeah.
And it's not like I was going out every other evening to go, clubbing, which is a thing I'm very passionate about. And I'm sad that I can't do that anymore.
Oh, what a shame.
So I don't know that anything's really going to change all that much.
No.
I just won't be leaving for work.
That's fair. Yeah. I think it's just kind of nice that I don't have like an extra bit of time on my day that's spent, getting to and from work. So it's like it's a little pocket of time, but I think it's a valuable one at that.
Yeah, roll out of bed, turn the computer on, work away.
There we go.
Don't shower.
Yeah.
Don't shower, just never shower. Fuck it. Oh,
just piss right there.
I thought we were going to edit that at the beginning, and now I've said it again. Oh, we're going to have to edit out the whole podcast.
Oh, you were being serious? I thought
no.
Okay.
I'm not ashamed.
Michael's farted how many times on camera? Sure.
I draw the line at showering, though.
This is it. I can't have them think I'm not clean.
Yeah, the lack of showering was a bit much for me.
Should we roll into a thing?
Yeah. You know what? Yes, I've got a thing.
Okay.
Some might say, boys, that there's a lot of misinformation going around right now.
Yeah.
A lot of non-facts and shit statements, as they're known in the news.
Yeah.
Fuck lies.
Fuck lies, yeah. Shit misinformation. That's it, yeah.
Arse messages.
Arse messages, thank you.
Yeah.
Cock wallop.
Dick. Cock wallop. Dick sounds. What you know all the words. We all know the words.
Yeah.
It's all going round at the moment. So I thought, how about we cut through the pardon my French, cut through the BS, and we go straight to some real fake news from around the internet world.
Oh, why not?
And we play a little game we like to call Not the Onion. Or is it The Onion? Did you know there's a satirical news website on the internet called The Onion? Contained within are fake news stories that are so outrageous that you can sort of tell they're not real, but sometimes they can sort of trick you into thinking, oh, wow, that sounds kind of feasible. However, life imitates art, and the real world often produces stories that are just as ridiculous. And there's a subreddit dedicated to stories that sound like they should be on satirical website The Onion, but in fact they are real. It's called Not The Onion, and I've assembled 5 news stories. Some of them might be from The Onion, the satirical news website. Some of them might be real news stories posted on Not The Onion, the Reddit.
And
would you guys like to guess?
You may or may not have done a little tiny tweakums to some of the wording, right? Correct?
It's entirely possible that some of them might be changed to stealthily camouflage themselves in.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Are you guys ready? I'm going to run through the 5 headlines one at a time. You can have a little discussion about each one as we go, and then I'll run through them again, and you tell me which ones are real and which ones are fake.
Oh, I will.
Oh, sock it to me.
Government workers disciplined after spending over an hour competing to see who could wash their hands the longest.
Oh, that sounds kind of fun, actually. I've been getting dry hands recently because of how much I've been washing, and I think at the end of an hour I'd be red raw, but I think if I started that competition, I'd be in there until I was just bones. Just bones.
Unless you were at home. Clean. If you were working from home, you wouldn't be washing your hands at all. You don't do any washing.
Oh, well, you see, that's where ferret poo comes in. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Nature's soap.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, I really hope that's real. That sounds like something that could happen.
I think, personally, that's The Onion, but we'll carry on.
Oh, okay.
My hands are so clean.
I need to buy some new skin.
Number 2, coronavirus conference gets cancelled because of coronavirus.
Okay, I think I do actually know that this is true.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Headline 3, cops take seized SUV for joyride. Owner tracks car, locks them inside for 3 hours.
Wow. Yes.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Florida man with terminal illness trashes coffee shop yelling about how he'll dress up as coronavirus for Halloween.
Oh my God.
What?
Florida man.
What is that even as a threat? I'm going to dress up as something threatening.
So help me God, I will dress as coronavirus and you try and stop me.
Oh, next year I'll come in as a dagger, then you'll all be sorry.
I think that's true.
Okay, final one. Wanted cow that has evaded US police since January, quote, faster than it looks.
Oh, is it you, Ben? I'm not wait. That sounded like I was calling you a cow there. Wow.
Hey, I'll be a fast cow.
Yeah, fast cow's a good cow. Oh wow. I feel like a wanted cow is a thing that would exist.
That's a tricky one.
Especially in America.
Yeah, fast cows over there, all genetically modified.
Look at them go.
Oof. You don't even see.
He moving. little cow joke for
I like
you.
it.
Oh,
Don't milk it, Ben.
Hey. Go on, give us another one. Well done, everyone.
You guys ready to run through and say which ones you think are real?
Yeah. Win.
Okay, first one. Government workers disciplined after spending over an hour competing to see who could wash their hands the longest.
I think after hearing the others, I'm gonna say onion.
I think onion.
That is onion.
Oh, well, I mean, that's sad.
Is a reworked title.
Oh.
A very reworked title to sort of try and make it blend in a little. Would you like to hear the original title?
Yes, please.
Co-workers at bathroom sink locked in tense standoff over who's going to wash their hands longer. That is an Onion article. It's not true. That's fake news. Next one. Coronavirus conference gets cancelled because of coronavirus.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
But
I think I saw this.
Surely this is a conference set up by professionals and who know the virus and should have assumed, hey, maybe we shouldn't have large gatherings of people. So it's a bit weird that it even existed to begin with.
Well, I think because coronavirus, I mean, what we're really dealing with here is COVID-19, which is one of 4 coronaviruses that are known and exist.
I like the Chaos Emeralds. We catch them all.
Yeah, exactly.
What if we get all of them?
So I think like other coronaviruses are like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, internet, but like the common cold and like influenza, I think are both, maybe not influenza, but stuff like that. So there are other known ones. So this conference is like annual or every couple of years or whatever, and they have it all the time. They have it regularly to talk about these other viruses. And then a really bad coronavirus came out of nowhere, COVID-19, and that is what's caused the cancellation. So, yeah.
That makes sense.
It's true.
Hey.
It's a real story. The Council on Foreign Relations has cancelled a roundtable called Doing Business Under Coronavirus, scheduled for Friday in New York due to the spread of the infection itself.
Whoops.
That's a real story. Next one. Cops take seized SUV for joyride. Owner tracks car, locks them inside for 3 hours.
This is a tough. I'm trying to think if there's like an Onion counterpart headline to this.
Yeah, I can't really, unless this has been heavily reworded, I can't see this being like reworded in an amusing, oniony way. So I think it must be real.
Yeah, let's go real.
3 policemen had a harrowing time on Wednesday for taking a ride in a seized sports utility vehicle to Lakhimpur Kerry district, I think, as the owner used the global positioning system to track down the car and got it locked.
Got it locked.
Got it locked.
What is that? Got it locked.
I think it's an Indian Indian news website.
Right.
The whole website's in English. I think there's just a fun little
mistranslation
there, perhaps. He got it locked.
How
it's a lock.
Sorry, how did they describe the state of the policeman at the beginning of that sentence?
It's like 3 policemen had a harrowing time.
A harrowing time after stealing a vehicle. What a shame.
Yeah.
They remained stranded inside the vehicle for over 3 hours after the owner located the car.
Oh, wow.
143 kilometers away.
And got it locked.
Did this happen in India, do you know?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, they must have been a bit spicy in that car. Like, it would have been so hot.
Yeah, it would have been unpleasant, wouldn't it?
Oh, okay, okay, fair enough. Maybe it is a bit harrowing, but still, don't steal cars.
Yeah. Don't steal a car. Don't steal a car.
Don't do it.
News story 4. Florida man with terminal illness trashes coffee shop, yelling about how he'll dress up as coronavirus for Halloween.
I don't know what to think of this one.
I have a theory here.
Ooh.
I think this is a reworded Onion article, and in rewording it, Ben, knowing that we've done Florida man before on the podcast, added in the words Florida man.
Ooh.
So I think Onion.
Let's go Onion.
Sherlock Peter over there.
Oh, nice.
It's an Onion article. This one was a very difficult one to hide. I went with the with the fact that he had a terminal illness and therefore probably wouldn't see Halloween, to pay homage to the original title, which was, "I can't wait to dress up as the coronavirus for Halloween, says man who will be dead by May."
Oh, wow.
That was the best I could do with that headline. Finally, wanted cow that has evaded US police since January, quote, "faster than it looks."
I'm stuck now because we've had 2 onions. And I think this is the hardest one.
I saw a video a couple of months back of like, you know, like I must have been like a slaughterhouse truck or something, but they left the back door open and just these cows were spilling on the street as the truck drove away, and they just kind of fled through this town and wreaked havoc. And I want to believe this is one of these cows that's, you know, run free and that has been a wanted criminal since. I just wonder
whether the police would chase down a cow for that long. Like, I get that maybe in the immediate aftermath of some bovine incursions on a road or something, they might go and, you know, try and clear it up, make sure there's no danger. But months later, I feel like the police would be like, look, the cow got away, deal with it, you know? So I'm going to say onion, but you can go with what you want, Mikey.
I want to stick with that's true.
Okay.
A cow described as faster than it looks is wanted by US police after avoiding capture for over a month. The elusive female has been on the loose in South Florida since late January. I should have gone with Florida cow. And local authorities have now issued a wanted poster for her. Would you like to see it?
Yes, I'd love to. I hope it's just cow.jpg. They've not even got a photo of the actual cow. It
does look like they took a photo of this cow from a distance because it was going so fast. There we go. Description: female cow, brown with a white head, faster than it looks, talented fence jumper, enjoys pools.
This cow is not dangerous.
The area near Sheridan Street in I-75.
It looks like a photo of. It's the same quality and style of photo as like a picture of the Loch Ness Monster or something. You know what I mean? It looks like it. It's like a British big cat or something. It's the Beast of Bodmin in someone's field, like, you know, half a mile away.
Because
I'm sure this cow exists.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this picture, and because of its white face, it just kind of looks like a trapezoid with legs.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like a child's drawing of any animal.
Yeah. It could very easily be a sheep that's just got brown on it, couldn't it?
Yeah.
It looks very much like a sheep. Yeah.
So if you're in that area in America, keep an eye out for that. The cow's not considered dangerous, but it has been known to walk into the roadway. The pending charges, Peter, will you take those for me?
The pending charges: moving violations, uttering false checks, and fleeing and eluding police. That's not even a pun.
They ran out of puns for that one, I guess.
Yeah.
They did. I will tweet the image of that poster just for people so they can come back and look at it after laughter. Oh, God. Oh, help. That's my thing.
So
I love it.
Sorry, just sticking with this cow. Are those first 2 charges, I mean, they're not even real. Like, they're just an excuse to put those 2 puns in. Moving violations and uttering false checks. I don't even know what that means, as a non-pun. Uttering false checks. What is that? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
My favorite bit of this poster is that it kind of reads like a Tinder profile. Faster than I look. I'm a talented fence jumper and I enjoy pools.
Yeah.
Female cow in your area. Very good.
Excellent.
In your
good
pool.
thing.
Thank you, Ben. Beautiful.
You're welcome.
It's time for a question.
Yeah.
For everybody's favorite, Ben Dane Smith at Ben Dane Smith on Twitter. He wants us to rank some holidays. So I'm gonna type them out in chat just for reference. But first of all is your birthday. Next of all is Easter. We got Christmas. We got Valentine's. Bonfire Day. Bonfire evening? Bonfire. Let's say bonfire day.
Night.
The bonfire night. Well, fuck it. We'll change it this year. We're doing fires in the daytime. And lastly, Halloween. Any of you got a favourite out of these?
Christmas.
Really?
I just love Christmas so much. And I know lots of people don't, and they find it really stressful, and their families argue, and, they don't like Christmas shopping because it's a nightmare. There's just something about it that, like, I know, like, all those things are true. And I'm not saying that when my family get together, we all get on fine, or that the towns that I shop in aren't absolutely rammed. But I love the sense of festivity when you're in town centre on Christmas shopping day, and there's like normally a market on, and even though everyone's pushing around, I still kind of feel like we're all together preparing for a nice thing. It's like the inverse of coronavirus.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
it brings everyone together.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I just don't feel any strong feelings towards Christmas anymore.
That's okay.
But I agree, it's kind of a sense of familiarity and like, oh, let's go back to a nice time, I guess. It's like, let's all just sit together, watch some Wallace and Gromit at 11 a.m. on BBC2 and enjoy our dinner meals.
That's the other aspect of it I like. I'm not even that into the presents. Like, of course, I like to get presents. I like to give presents as well. But like, I really like, even if it's not Christmas, I really enjoy just sitting in like the living room with my family, and like, even if we're not watching Wallace and Gromit, but let's watch Wallace and Gromit if we can. But if we're not, just having a chat, playing some board games, and that happens especially often at Christmas, which is why I like it so much.
Oh, fair enough.
Stick some currency up your arsehole.
Yeah, literally. Not even. I mean, maybe we won't do that this year for hygiene reasons.
Oh, coronavirus takes another victim.
What else can it take from us?
Jesus.
Well, maybe stick it up our noses or in our mouths. That seems
get
better.
Weird with it, right? That'd be strange. In your mouth.
You could just like pretend the coin's there, just kind of have like an improvised session of miming. That'd be quite.
Well, who's to say the economy won't have entirely collapsed by Christmas? So
maybe those stinky coins will be very valuable,
or worth nothing at all. Maybe we'll just stick a bottle of hand sanitizer up our bums.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, hygienic.
Yeah.
What's your favourite holiday, Michael?
Well, you see, now you've said, I kind of disagree with Christmas a bit, but I'm looking at this list. I think bonfire night would potentially be such a cool holiday.
Michael, pronounce it correctly, please.
Boba bonfire. Yes. Thanks, Ben. As I know, in Brighton, there's quite a big kind of bonfire night's quite important to the community. And big boy Harry at the Ogscast, he's quite involved with the bonfire night shenanigans there. And they go all out on it. It's like proper old school, like people getting dressed up, setting up big fires, very like almost kind of pagan. And I think if I had a bonfire night like that, that would so be my favorite thing. But I like Halloween. Although I don't like dressing up, but I do like the general spookums of the whole season.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Christmas. And after thinking through and deliberating, you're right. It's a nice, good extended bit of time to yourself. Well, not to yourself, but a good bit of time to do things with the fam. Yeah, I do
like a good fire festival of some kind. I mean, you guys may have seen on my Instagram and my Twitter that this wasn't bonfire. This was, I guess, the closest holiday is Valentine's, but it's a bit before then. It's like an old pagan day called Imolc, which is, I've seen something online that said it translates as ewes milk, and it's to signify the times when like the lambing season begins. I don't know if that's actually true. I think it's just conjecture. But anyway, it's early February, and they do this huge, relatively big bonfire and fireworks in the little rural village near my parents, where they're like chasing away Jack Frost kind of thing. There's like this guy dressed as Jack Frost, and a guy comes out and chases him away who's dressed as like spring or summer or something. And that's really cool. And it is that kind of, there's all these people wearing masks and like playing music like something out of the Wicker Man. And that's really good.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to choose the sacrifice for that?
No. It's the sacrifice is selected by the local PTA. They line up all the virgins of the village. There aren't many because I live here. But it's good.
Oh, does anyone have a least favorite out of that list?
Probably Valentine's Day is a bullshit day, right?
It is a bit, yeah.
Does
It
anyone
is. I mean,
like
even as a
that?
guy in a relationship, I think it's a bit bullshit. Like, just be kind all year.
Whoa! Every day is Valentine's Day. Oh. I'm not a big birthday boy personally. I don't like celebrating my own birthday.
No, I don't like it either. I find it to be a lot of pressure. I don't like for all the attention to be on me. I don't like that. I find it very uncomfortable. So I tend not to do anything for my birthday at all.
I quite like a birthday, but mine might be affected by, social distancing this year. It's coming up. It's in less than a month's time. So.
Oh no! Well, we'll have a big Skype get together. We'll all get hammered over the webcam.
We'll get you an e-cake.
Yeah.
Like a big picture of a cake, Peter?
Lovely, yeah.
Delicious.
Then we've not had your favourite of that list, I don't think, have we?
I said Christmas, but I will also say that I do enjoy bonfire night. That's a tradition that we have. In my family every year, it doesn't happen on actual Guy Fawkes night.
You just light some fires when you feel like
we just
it.
like whenever, just a few times a year, just set some cars on fire and stuff.
Nice,
No, we usually tie it in with my granddad's birthday, which is in early November.
Oh, I'd love if that was my birthday. Yeah, I'd be all about my birthday.
Yeah, that's a great way to celebrate.
In that period, anyway. So all of us get together and we have a bonfire and some fireworks, and there's soup, and then there's burgers and hot dogs, and then there's brownies and lots of alcohol. And it's something that I'm trying to appreciate a little more as the number of these is probably starting to dwindle now, sadly. So it's something that you want to make the most of, because I wouldn't celebrate bonfire night off of my own volition.
No, yeah.
But it's a very much a family thing. So
I quite like the sound of that. It sounds like a hot Christmas kind of thing.
hot Christmas. Oh baby, that is one
hot Christmas.
Well, so between us, I think we've put Christmas and bonfire up there. Valentine's down.
Yeah.
Easter's shit. Easter can get
I think
get in
Easter's
the bin as well.
pretty shit.
Yeah. Unless you're religious, it serves no purpose apart from chocolate eggs.
Yeah.
But even for you, Peter,
Exactly.
your choice is limited.
Oh.
Well, and even I used to have white chocolate eggs, but now I can't even have like most of those because they have dairy in them. I'm sure there's some good vegan white chocolate eggs. Vegan white chocolate's really nice. I've been having some of that. Someone sent some in to Triple Jump, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh.
You know what we should come up with for you, Peter?
What?
Instead of you having to explain every time that you're lactose intolerant, we should come up with something that you say after you say, I can't have this anymore since ... I vote for since the fire.
Since the fire, yeah.
Since the criminal
since
charges.
The accident's another good one.
I do like the accent. It's a bit more kind of, what could he possibly mean by that?
And then never explain.
Since the conviction, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
You might paint yourself into a corner with that one. There's scandal pending.
But if you never explain what the scandal is, I like that. It makes Peter seem like a bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't have chocolate eggs anymore.
Peter Austin, bad boy. Everyone knows it.
The police stopped him from eating chocolate.
Yeah. Stop that guy.
Stop that guy.
He's too fast. Talented fence jumper, and he enjoys pools.
Well, there we go. We vaguely ranked those. I think if we have to go through a number, then we'll be here all night. But yeah.
We're given the gist. Thank you, Ben Dainsmith, for that wonderful list.
Thank you.
I'm going to do my thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do my thing. So I was kind of thinking, right now, it's like we seem to be in the era of trends. There's always something that people want to do. Like there's always something that people are all joining together and kind of doing and acting out. And it's easier than ever because of, the beauty of the internet. You can share something and things can keep up traction and just grow and exponentially go fucking wild. So I thought, did we ever have big fads and stuff back in the olden days, back when our grandparents were around and stuff? And so I did a bit of Googling and I found 3 wonderful little old fads I want to share with you all today.
Oh, this sounds charming, Michael.
Absolutely charming.
Can I ask before we get started?
Yes.
How much farting can we expect?
I do not like the way you said
Farting.
How much farting can we expect? Can we expect much farting?
Oh, it's a bit much for me.
I'm proud to announce this is a fart-free podcast. So
Bullshit. It's going to happen.
up until now, it's fine. Don't jinx it, please. I'm trying to be a good boy.
Please tell us about your quaint, lovely trends.
Well, first of all, we've got phone booth stuffing.
I'm aware of this vaguely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Well, of course, Peter, you did this growing up.
Yeah, well, literally, there was nothing else to do. The phone, the phone inside didn't work. You know, it was just a prop. So
it's kind of, to me, it's kind of like old style planking, but with a more interesting twist. So I think you can probably guess what the objective here is. Gather some friends, find a photo booth, and see how many people you can fit in there. I think the origins
did you say
of it.
photo booth?
Sorry,
Stuffing?
phone booth.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
I might have misspoke.
Yeah.
So it started when 25 college students from a South African university sent a photo of themselves to the Guinness Book of World Records. So all 25 of them all stuffed in there, and they were lucky enough to be granted the world record because, of course, no one else had thought to do this at this point. So on March 20th, 1959, they were officially the world record holders. But oh boy, that was about to change, and the booth stuffing craze spread from South Africa to the rest of the globe. Although it was mostly concentrated in like American colleges. So these students were particularly committed to the art form. They'd skip class to go phone booth stuffing. They dieted and they went out recruiting people to help them out in their cause.
Dieted? God.
Yeah, well, skinny legends only in this booth.
Yeah.
There's several techniques at play here, from cross-hatching, which I think I can kind of picture it, but I think that just means mangling as many bodies as you can in that one place. Or to actually physically tipping over the phone booth, I guess, to give them a bit more leverage in how many people can get in there.
Yeah.
There's like even accounts of students incorporating their geometry studies into it to kind of optimize the positioning of how things go.
Wow.
Sadly, the fad was pretty short-lived. It died in the same year. But
As did 25 people in a horrible accident.
After the accident, we don't do it anymore. But there was a few kind of spin-off fads that were born from this. These didn't have quite the same impact, but we had car cramming, outhouse cramming, and tree stuffing. Outhouse cramming sounds absolutely dire.
It does. Diarrhea, it sounds.
No.
Yeah, it reminds me of I watch a lot of The Two Ronnies, you know, the old sketch show with Ronnie Barker and Ronnie Corbett, and they do a lot of sketches set at parties. It was one of their like signature sort of styles, and quite often there's a reference to, this is from like the 70s or the 80s, and quite often like someone goes, "Oh, let's all play sardines," or "Oh, last time we came here we played sardines," which, you know, it still sort of exists as a game today. But I think back in the day, like adults used to all play it together, like young adults, and it was a bit of a sexy time. I think you would try and get yourself stuffed into a cupboard with like two other women or whatever.
Oh, you open the door and you find me, Farty Boy Johnson, and you just, oh no.
Yeah.
Next is pool sitting. So this is quite literally the act of sitting upon a high pool. This started life, well, as a fad in the mid to late 1920s, but this is more than just people climbing atop pools and, you know, immediately getting back down. This is an endurance sport. This is all about how long you can last up there. So the art form of pool sitting has its roots in Stilitism, or in other words, these were pillar saints in kind of like the ancient world.
Oh, yeah.
These were literally saints who would just sit atop a kind of pillar. They'd live there, preach, fast, and kind of pray for their entire lives. I do recommend Googling pillar saints. There's some quality illustrations of what it looks like, and it looks very fun. But the modern incarnation was started by a stunt actor. In 1924, he sat atop a pool for a solid 13 hours and 13 minutes. And as a starting point, you know, that's pretty good. That's kind of impressive. If you're going to start something, 13 hours is pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's nothing compared to the future efforts. Slowly, these records started mounting. 12 days, 17 days, 21 days. A person called Bill Penfield. Oh, Ben's just sent a picture of a pillar saint.
Not what I expected. Really not at all what I expected.
I mean, it's a saint of a pool. What more could you ask for?
No, but it looks like a fucking puppet show. That it's just sort of sticking his head out. It's like a conjuring trick.
Everybody at home, please Google Pillar Saints. It's beautiful.
I'll stick it in the chain.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
It's so weird that they get a preview of these images with no context and then they can go and look afterwards at what it all meant.
It's an interactive experience.
Yeah, just out of order.
So in the pool sitting world, a person called Bill Penfield sat for 51 days and 20 hours before a thunderstorm forced him down from his high position. There's also prolific sitters out there in the world. From 1933 to 1963, Richard Blandy claimed various records from 77 days, 78 days, 125 days, until the day he died in 1974 when the pool which he was sitting on collapsed.
Oh,
Jesus.
If you're going to die, I mean, you may as well do it doing what you love, sitting in a high place. Do you want to have a guess at what like the longest anyone has sat on a pool is?
Oh, God. 230 days.
A little bit higher.
490 days?
Ooh, very close, Ben. 439.
God.
Oh, Jesus.
Over a year.
Yeah. This is by someone who is protesting the rising gasoline prices. And
okay.
I don't think he had much luck with it.
I bet he was disappointed when he came back down and saw how much the prices had gone up in a year.
So, hey, bloody heck.
Yeah. I'm going back up the pool.
I know you're all like the biggest question here is what did people do for the bathroom in these pools?
Oh, I forgot about that.
There's a surprising lack of information online about that. You'll be glad to know.
Oh, boo.
I think in some newer records, people brought up like little chemical toilets that they'd dump whenever they got filled. But in the early days, I don't know what they were doing. Maybe they were just squatting on top of the pool and just letting it all hang out.
Did David Blaine ever stand on a pole? I know he sat in boxes and stuff up in the sky, but I don't know if he ever just sat. I wonder if
he did.
Did he? Yeah.
Stop sharing pool memes. It's very... Oh, yeah, it was David Blaine's Vertigo.
Right. Did it say how long he did it for?
How long did he last?
Oh, David Blaine. Let's have a quick Google. 35 hours.
Is that
That's
it?
not very... to be fair, it's 100 foot high. So, yeah.
That's a high, narrow pole.
Sorry, David. That is actually quite impressive.
And he's standing on it as well. He's not sitting, so
that's true.
Your legs would give out after like more than a day standing up.
I forgot that at the end he just jumped off it into a pile of cardboard boxes.
Oh yeah, cardboard boxes. Yeah, because I'm aware now as a grown man that like they do actually use cardboard boxes for things like that, like in stunts and stuff. But I remember as a kid thinking that was just an extra bit of flourish. Like they thought, oh, what can we do? Oh, let's make him land in a pile of boxes that fall over and make a mess.
Do a flip.
Yeah, exactly. I think he did do a flip. I think he did a forward flip.
Oh, I hope he did. That would be badass.
What a rad dude.
Yeah.
And our last of the weird trends. This is by far the weirdest one of the lot. Goldfish swallowing.
Oh.
Yeah, so not exclusive to Jackass. Turns out goldfish swallowing swept the American nation in the 1930s. And people just couldn't stop. The exact origins aren't clear. I'm not really sure why people started. But in a letter to the New York Times in the 60s, someone stated that it was started by a man named Lothrop Withington Jr., which is a stellar name.
So good they named him twice.
That sounds like someone who would challenge someone to eat a fish. He was a freshman at Harvard University, and he swallowed a fish to win $10 as part of his bet to become class president.
Oh,
brilliant!
What a president! How presidential.
And then from this, it kind of word spread, I guess. It's like, oh, do you hear that guy at Harvard who swallowed a fish? I'm like, let's try that as well. And slowly, kind of all the major colleges in America had people swallowing fish. And and it just kept growing until the colleges kind of decided, maybe guys, it's not very good for our reputation if we've got students sitting around swallowing fishes. So they started to expel anyone they caught in the act. And Do you want to know what the recommended maximum number of goldfishes a human male can swallow before it's dangerous?
God, what? Yeah, go on.
3?
I think ideally it'd be 1, but no.
Yeah.
A professor at UCLA, I'm not sure what his research was, but he concluded that you could eat up to 150 and you could still be safe.
Oh, God.
I mean, I'm sure, like, you won't die, but that's got to be uncomfortable having fishies flapping around in your stomach acid.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
There we go. A nice little ending to that. Let's think about fishies in our stomachs.
I love how it ended
Michael.
on a slightly more grim thing. Like, sort of, as we approach modern day, the trends start to get weird, like eating Tide Pods.
Yeah, well, I think it's all the same. Like, planking is phone booth stuffing, Tide Pods is the fish. It's all reiterative. We've all done it before.
Yeah.
Would anybody like a question?
Yes, please.
Dr. Rick Douglas, MD, at Warmex Tilliams, wants to know if we could create any Lego set with, official minifigures, etc. What would your ideal Lego set be? Maybe this is just for you, or maybe you sell this to the public as, like, hey, here's Ben's Lego set.
Yeah, it's just me.
And Peter. Sorry, Peter.
No. I'm just okay. I'm thinking.
Oh. I would really love to do a Vidiots set Lego.
Well,
Lego
yeah, of
set.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for my own, like, personal things, I would love just like a New York City street, but a really kind of really detailed one. Because I know there's some really cool Lego sets that are like, building facades and stuff and kind of big tower blocks and stuff. But I want just like a very realistic looking, a stoop and some apartments with a fire escape, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it sounds good. I like the idea of that.
Cool. Oh God.
Or what's something you would like to display in your house that you wouldn't be embarrassed of? Or maybe you want something to be embarrassed of.
I'd quite like to build that scene from Avengers Endgame, where perhaps the camera is facing the goodies as they all charge together down the hill. And it's got all the superheroes in it with the destructed scenery in the background and stuff. And some of them are flying and some of them are running and all sorts. I think that would be a cool piece to display.
That would be fun. Yeah.
I would quite like the top of the Empire State Building with a big King Kong on it with a plane in his hand.
Oh, that would be so cool. Yeah.
It's like a really big one. Like it's like it's like as tall as a person and it's got loads of bricks in it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Lego,
That would be
if you're
cool.
listening, make these ideas come true.
Do it.
Sick. Ben. Oh, no, sorry, not Ben. I don't know why I keep going to Ben.
Yeah?
It's
Peter.
me.
What's up?
Peter.
What's up?
Hello.
What?
Sorry.
Hello?
Hello, Peter.
Hello?
Would you like to do your thing?
I would. We return this week or this fortnight to the Daily Mirror.
Oh, no.
Another
Is that
British
one of the bad
tabloid.
ones?
Maybe it's not
Well,
one of the good ones, but it's left leaning.
it's left leaning, but it's a tabloid. So, yeah. Kids Fiore after mum's embarrassing mix up with crayon outfits for school dress up day. Okay. So, you're wondering where this is going. Leanne Nicole Evans spent an evening making her children Charlie and Chloe crayon outfits for a dress-up day at school. But there was one thing she really should have checked. Now, I'm going to, before I do anything, send you a picture of the children in their crayon outfits. So they were going to school for dress-up day as little Crayola crayons.
That's kind of cute. Yeah.
Kind of cute, yeah. Nothing too wrong with that. Right, here we go. A mum had to treat her kids to a fun day out after her awkward fancy dress mix-up left them extremely embarrassed at school. Leanne Nicole Evans knew her children, Charlie, 8, and Chloe, 5, had a dress up as a crayon day coming up at school, so she set to work making their outfits. She made matching outfits in different colours, blue for Charlie and pink for Chloe, using a large piece of coloured card, which she tied around their necks with string and cone hats. Leanne Nicole... This is her first name, Leanne Nicole. It's hyphenated. From Worcestershire, told Mirror Online, I made their outfits Sunday evening and I dressed them in it for school Monday morning. My mom took them to school for me. But shortly after the kids were dropped off, Leanne Nicole got a call from her mum alerting her to an unfortunate error. She said, I got a phone call from my mom saying no one else was dressed up. I checked the school website and it was the complete wrong day and month. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Thankfully, the school did everything they could to save the situation for Charlie and Chloe, wiping the face paint off and giving them spare uniform to wear for the day. But it's fair to say the kids weren't happy with poor Leanne Nicole. She said, my kids came home and were mad at me saying I had got the wrong day and they looked like absolute wallies.
Oh, no, not Wallies.
Wallies. Spelt Wollys. Wallies. I had to bribe them to forgive me. I gave them sweets and a trip out wherever they wanted to go on the weekend. Well, at least this means the impressive costumes are ready to go for when the actual date arrives.
Yay.
So it's not a hugely comprehensive story, but the fact that there's a photo of the two of them standing in their crayon outfits and knowing that they marched into school while everyone else was in their uniform is, it amuses me to an extent.
Oh, God. So they got the wrong day and month.
And month, yeah. It's not even like...
How on earth did they
Yeah, I
do
don't know
that?
how that happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless. Imagine, though, you're like there in the schoolyard waiting for the school day to start, and you see your two friends rock up, both dressed as what look like gnomes in the distance. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
no, they're crayons.
Imagine stepping out of the car dressed as that. Maybe as you walk up to the school door, you don't happen to see anyone. Maybe you've arrived quite early or quite late. You step into the building and just the corridor is full of kids in black and grey. And you've got your cone hat on and your face is painted pink.
That's
Is it?
Oh, go on, Ben.
What a wally.
I was going to say, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, is it Violet Beauregard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one on the right looks like
Yeah.
Violet Beauregard.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, because this is the kind of thing that's like literally the stuff of nightmares for a lot of people.
Yeah.
They'll have recurring dreams, if you know, like turning up to school without the uniform or naked or something. And this
Yeah.
actually happened to them. This is going to have lasting effects on these kids.
It is.
So they got nice days out.
Yeah.
Did it say where they went?
No, it doesn't say. No. It just says she
Maybe
had
they
to
went
bribe
to
them
Dave
with a
to get
fun
their
day
own
out.
back.
Yeah.
Oh.
God. Wrong day and month. And they went to school like that. God.
Absolute disaster.
Yeah.
I do love that schools are so insistent on, you know, keeping to uniform policy that didn't even go, oh, you know what, you can just wash your face, we'll let you stay in your jeans and stuff. Nope, got to go get the smelly old spare uniform from the bucket. Put that on.
Yeah.
This is your fault, kids.
Oh, yeah, the spare uniform. Yeah, for those who aren't able to look at the Twitter thread of images for this podcast, the kids do have like t-shirt and trousers and stuff underneath their cardboard crayon outfits. But yeah, as Mikey says, they weren't just allowed to wear that. They had to then dress up in the stinky uniform, the stinky form.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Puna form.
Yes, perfect.
All right,
Also, the
boy.
kid, the boy whose face is meant to be blue, I mean, it looks almost green to me.
He looks like a zombie, yeah.
He looks very pale.
Yeah.
That was the colour he went when he realised it was the wrong day.
Yeah.
Maybe he knows. She knows.
Yeah, she's really embarrassed.
He's got that kind of half smile going on. It's like, no, this isn't right.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much for sharing, Peter. I'm going to stare at this image indefinitely now.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Peter.
It wasn't the most complex, wild story we've ever had, but it's just the image, just that photo. It got me.
Yeah, those two, just a couple of crayons, aren't they?
Just a
Couple
pair
of
of
Wallies.
Wallies, those two.
It's a pair of Wallies. Was that the kids' words, do you think? They call themselves
I think
Wallies.
it was in a quote, but it may have come from the mum. She said they said they look like absolute Wallies.
Thanks, Mum.
Excellent.
Would you all like one last question?
Yes, please.
Yes.
This is from our friend Josh Bould, at Josh Bould on Twitter. Imagine Get Your Own Back is relaunched, and you three are invited on as contestants. Who do you want to get your own back on, and who of the three would win the challenges to get to the gunge round?
Oh,
Who's
that's a
wronged
good
you?
question.
Who do you want to gunge?
I don't know if I'm a very grudge holding person. I'm trying to think if there's anyone I'd like to gunge.
I think I remember as a kid, me and my friend were playing in the garages as we did, because that's the only bit of open space we had near the house. And we had set up like a little impromptu scooter ramp for our scooters.
Oh yeah.
And my friend's like, "Oh, let me have a quick go on yours." And he only bloody went and snapped my scooter when he landed, and I was
What?
I was heartbroken. It was it wasn't a good scooter, but it was my scooter. It was the principle of it. And he never apologized. He was like, "Oh, sorry about that." Well, he did apologize, but not like, meaningfully.
And I didn't mean it.
Yeah, he's like, "Jono, what do you think you're doing?"
Jono, you dick.
So I had to go home to explain to my parents, and I didn't get a new scooter for quite some time. So I missed out on scooter time for many weeks. Jono.
I hope Jono let you borrow his sometimes.
He did. He wasn't that bad. I think I just missed my scooter as all. I still want it back. Jono, you're getting gunged.
I've thought of an answer. They used to sometimes have like teachers on, didn't they? It was always like a grown up of some kind. It was normally like a parent, but sometimes teachers. I would have Mrs. Gibbon on, who was the maths teacher at the school who where I was told that she did not want my comments, Peter Austin.
Wow.
Yeah. That one where on my first day she was saying, "This is what we're going to do today," and the kid next to me was going, "That's easy." And then she said, "And then in the middle of the lesson we're going to do this," and then like 3 kids were going, "That's easy." And then she said, "And finally we're going to end the lesson by doing this." And I joined in. "That's easy. Stand up. What's your name?" "We do not want your comments, Peter Austin."
Oh, bless you.
Stuck with me forever. Mrs. Gibbon, what a bitch.
What a rude woman. When you say Mrs. Gibbon, are you saying MRS Gibbon? Are you saying Miss '(S) Gibbon? Her Gibbon.
Her Gibbon, yeah.
Mrs. Gibbon.
Mrs. Gibbon.
Her Gibbon.
I would specifically
It's
put
Mrs. Gibbon.
I would specifically put the teacher's Gibbon on Get Your Own Back.
Well, these are important things, because I don't necessarily want to compete with an animal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be dangerous.
Also, I think it would be very, very unethical to strap a gibbon to a sort of little mini roller coaster and send it down a ramp into a pool of gunge. It wouldn't know what was going on.
That. I mean, that mental picture is quite fun.
I think it would have a wonderful time.
Yeah.
I think it would love it. Absolutely love it.
Love it. The monkey signed a bit of paper before going live. It was happy to do it.
Yeah, look, it's doing it, even though it's mauling the cameraman. God, I have absolutely no idea. I'm really struggling to think of someone that I'd strap in to the death ride.
Well, a celebrity is anyone just in the public eye who you just want to put in the death ride as he.
Oh, let's get Piers Morgan in the death ride.
Yeah, take that,
Let's
Piers.
strap that dickhead in.
Well, I think if that's your answer, I have a very good idea who would win. I think me and Mikey would deliberately lose just so Piers Morgan got gunked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep, fair enough. God, that would be a great comeback for Get Your Own Back.
Yeah, it would.
Hated public figures in that death ride. I like calling it a death ride. It's really fun.
Yeah, they all died at the end, didn't they? Yeah. It was a vat of acid.
You never saw them again, so
yeah, we got no
what's the whole
proof.
point? No, it wasn't actually acid, but when they took them out and cleaned them off, they did shoot them afterwards.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, the benefit of bringing back Get Your Own Back is more Dave on the telly.
Of course.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's what we
everyone
want.
needs in these times.
Dave!
Yeah, my exosuit's been burned. Well, thank you very much, boys. That's my questions.
Wonderful. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Much. Would you guys like a little bit more of the Hoover story?
Oh, yes, please.
Always.
So, I looked it up online, didn't I? I was looking up this Hoover. I needed some help.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to remember exactly where I was.
Yeah, I don't specifically remember you saying that you did that, but I'll go with that.
Okay, so I was looking up the Hoover, trying to find some instructions for how to make it work, because I turned it on and it didn't work. What am I going to do? It didn't work. It didn't even work. And I did some Googling around. I went on Decent.
Oh, you got a Dyson. Nice.
A Dyson.
Dyson. Michael Dyson.
But it was a really knackered, old-looking thing. Yellow and grey was the design. Proper unit. Yeah. And it came with the flat, as I said, 10 years ago when I started this story. And so I didn't really know anything about it. I looked it up online and I was like, surely there's some sort of code. I was flipping the Hoover around, getting dust all over my hands. And eventually I found some sort of product code, Googled it, tracked it down. It was the oldest or the oldest model that they supported online.
Nice. Lucky.
So I was like, God, how old is this thing? And I looked it up, and you'll never guess how old it was.
How old was it, Ben? Tell me the answer.
How old?
My Hoover was manufactured in 1998.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we'll find out next time, but okay.
Yeah, that was a relief.
No, it was manufactured in 1998.
God.
Wow.
Is that, sorry, is this the story? Is this the end of the story? Is this why you were telling us?
No.
Oh.
It was 22 years old when it died.
Right.
Wow.
And presumably hadn't been at full effectiveness for a while.
Yeah.
But then it just sort of teetered over the edge. So I downloaded the schematics and I was like, okay, I'm going to have a look through these schematics and try and work out what's wrong with it, I suppose, because God forbid I buy a new Hoover.
Yeah.
And so I started taking it apart and put it all back together. And you'll never guess what happened when I turned it on afterwards.
What happened?
What happened?
Well, just have to find out next time.
It'll be
hell.
2098 by the time we hear what happened to this Hoover.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody, to this podcast. Very much appreciate it. Did you know if you go to store.yogscast.com, you can find some sort of Vidiots merch? Isn't that right, Michael?
Oh, you are absolutely right. And as I pull up store.yogscast.com myself, let's see what fine offerings we got. We've got a hat that says Barry's hat on it.
Wow.
Hat. And we've got also the PC Master Race embroidered shirt. Wow, look at that. If you like that, you can go on there and use code VIDIOTS for 10% off everything on the Yogscast store. But please do use that money to buy some VAR stuff. Go on, treat yourself. You need a hoodie. Get a Vidiots PS1 hoodie. Do it. Yeah.
Go on.
Right, just hover your mouse over, add to cart. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Right, use code VIDIOTS at checkout. 10% off everything.
Go on, add another one. Go on. Oh yeah, good work. Go on. Add another one. Add another one. Okay, that's too many. That's too many. Put some back.
Save some for the others.
Yeah, stop panicking.
There's literally plenty for everyone. Don't worry. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all.com/Vidiots official. Twitch.tv/Vidiots. Mikey did a stream the other day.
Yeah, I did. I had a fun time. I played some VR and the VOD will probably be on the YouTubes as I speak now, so you can go and catch up on what you missed. It was a lot of good fun. My legs still hurt though. It turns out like standing and jumping around for 3 hours is a bit of a workout.
See, that's why I don't like VR.
That's why
I have to sit down to play VR.
David Blaine was standing on a pole for 36 hours, mate.
Oh, that's true. Shit. Okay, maybe I'll do a 36-hour live stream of VR.
Yeah.
I'll do the David Blaine experience where I get put on top of a pole and I get to relive it.
Yeah.
Do a flip into some
boxes. On top
boxes.
of a pole in VR.
Ooh, extra spicy. I like it. Yeah.
To stand on it. Why not? We've also got streamlabs.com/Vidiots official. That's a great link. If you click that one, it takes you to a website where you can support us financially, should you wish to do so. If you do, you'll become a member of Pod Squad. And not only are you really, really cool and handsome and pretty, but you're also very clever. And you get a shout out at the beginning and the end of the next podcast that is recorded after your donation. Would you like to hear the Pod Squad for this week? Are you ready?
Yes.
B255, Arseface, Katie Kin Solo, Pong Linus, Otto von Gismark, What Culture Limited, Stop Clenching Your Fists, Ben Was Too Quiet in EP 47, Prince Beefcakes, Phoebe B. Peabody BB, Mercenary Prostitute, Josh, Lightning McQueef, Big Titty Jesus now in POG form, Write This on a Toddler, Read Inheritance Cycle Guys, B. Franklin, Known Misogynist, Peter Deaf fucks raw chickens.
Nice.
That's not how anything works. The Flat Arm Society. Ben's gonna find Hoover porn. Big Titty Jesus 42. Vidiots unofficial. The coronavirus. Big Titty Jesus 42. Ben Ed Rasol. Super Nintendo Chalmers. I'm Ben and I like Lord Brotovich. Funny name Lord Brotovich. Ben ist sehr schnell. Peter ist sehr hosch, something. Mikey ist ein farty boy. Ben Bonbons, Dave Benson's Full Hips, Alex H, Dr. Pooper Scooper Cooper Trooper, Kevin from Con, Dorsal Fin Tristram, Large Chungus Babalooni, Cockle Bips Fulton, SpongeBob Shreddy's Pants, Stephen Scodes, Earth 2 Giant Peter, A Tiny Toot, Minimally Effective PM Boppis, Just Plain Old Jimmers, Tiny Peter's Fluffy Wallet, L Baker 97, A Single Jalapeno Fruitcake. Yes. Xavier Ram, Monica from Santa Monica, Mo Lester, Flat Arm Salute on a Treat Day, Laird Mark RG, Hot Sauce Mouth Sex, Ben Sauna Friend, Emily No Lemons, Damn Hoarders, COVID 420, The Sex Virus, Pid Squids Insta Jibs, Bethins, Known Racist Mel Gibbon, Rubber Baby Buggy Bum Piss, One Valve from Shira, and Grapege Greaselege Greasel.
Wonderful. What a lovely collection of people.
Unbelievable.
Finally, did you know you can go to Yogscast? No? Yogscast for Mikey. That's it, isn't it? That's where you are.
Yeah, there's all sorts going on. Best place to follow me is at Parrotboy on the Twitter, where you can see me. There's a weird video of me on the toilet on there for you to enjoy. Oh boy.
It's a great video. It's one of the better videos of you on a toilet I've ever
it's
seen.
really in the top 5. I think that's mainly where you'll find me doing stuff at the minute because of the virus. A lot of my work has been postponed for now, so just keep checking on there to see what I get up to in my self-isolation hours.
Yeah. And Peter, youtube.com/Team Triple Jump. What the fuck is that?
That is where we do everything, mate. It's where we do it all. We do familiar shows that old fans of Vidiots will be familiar with, such as Piece of Cake, which is now called Rules Boss. We do cooking over there. We do Worst Games Ever. We do a video game podcast, not a conversational, inane one like this. We do Prove It over there, just as you remember it, except with only one episode of Let's Play, and so on and so forth. It's all good stuff.
It is. Some fun, some friends. It's all inside this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Copyright infringement.
I'm
Finally, thank you. You can leave us a review, an iTunes review, or a review/rating on your platform of choice. Something to do with Al Gore's rhythms. It probably helps. Did you guys have a question? A final question? A little question? A lovely little question? Lovely little question.
This is always the most stressful bit.
What have we talked about today?
What's your least favourite holiday?
Yeah.
Let's go least favourite and most favourite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That sounds great. Well, everybody, thank you for listening. Please do take care of yourselves and loved ones as much as you can do. Remember that in these trying times, taking care of your loved ones may consist of you actually isolating yourself from them if you're feeling unwell. As weird and as counterproductive as that may seem, it is the most sensible thing you can do. And because you might be carrying the naughty bug even if you don't know it. So let's all just be careful. We'll try and keep you entertained. Podiots will continue during this time. We'll try to do a bit more streaming on Vidiots. Peter and I will certainly be streaming on Triple Jump. So if you're looking for stuff, if you're looking for devotion to me on live stream, we'll try and keep you entertained. But thank you so much for all your support and all of your well wishes as well. All of your kind, lovely words that you've been saying to us about keeping healthy and helping to keep people sane. We do see it and we do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Right, it's time to go now.
Yeah, it's fucking go.
I think it is.
Fucking go, boys. Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye then.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
See you later, friends.